How the Earth and the Moon move. Both the Moon and the Earth's orbits move in an anti-clockwise direction. It takes the Moon 28 days to orbit the Earth, while the Earth needs 365 1/4 days to orbit the Sun. The Earth spins on its axis while it orbits the Sun. One rotation of the Earth takes 24 hours to complete. Its axis is also tilted, like the axis on a globe. It is colder in winter because the Sun's rays have to travel further to reach the Earth. This is because one of the Earth's poles tilts away from the Sun during its orbit. There is more daylight and it is warmer in the summer as the Earth is tilted toward the Sun. The spring and summer equinoxes are when the northern and southern hemispheres receive equal amounts of sunlight. Equinox means equal night, that is 12 hours. The lunar phases. As the Moon orbits the Earth, light from the Sun bounces off the Moon at different angles. As a result, depending on the position of the Moon, we see different lunar phases over the course of 28 days. These are the four main lunar phases, which occur approximately a week apart: full moon, first quarter, new moon, and last quarter. Tides. When we are at the beach, sometimes we can see a lot of sand and sometimes very little sand. This is because oceans have tides. Tides are the rise and fall of the seas and oceans. They are caused by a gravitational pull of the Moon due to its proximity and the Sun due to its size. This means water is pulled in both directions and results in rises and falls every 6 hours and 2 high tides and 2 low tides every day. Measuring and representing the Earth. We can use maps for 2D representations of the Earth and globes for 3D representations. Both are slightly inaccurate as the planet is not flat nor a perfect sphere. Physical maps show the main features of the landscape, for example deserts, mountains, rivers and lakes. Political maps show man-made features, for example cities, roads and borders. An atlas is a book that contains maps of every country and continent in the world, and information about population, climate, and physical and political maps. Hemispheres, latitude and longitude. On some maps and globes, we can see imaginary lines that go from top to bottom and left to right. The horizontal lines are parallels. The vertical lines are meridians. Meridian lines run through the poles and across the equator. The latitude of a place is its distance from the equator, measured in degrees. The equator is at 0 degrees latitude and divides the Earth into the northern and southern hemispheres. The longitude of a place measures the distance between the Greenwich meridian and any other location on the Earth in degrees. The Greenwich meridian passes through London. Madrid is located at a longitude of 3 degrees west. How we study the solar system. Astronomers use many tools for studying the solar system, such as telescopes. Telescopes that use lenses are called refracting telescopes. They were the earliest type of telescope. Modern telescopes usually use mirrors and are called reflecting telescopes. Space telescopes are reflecting telescopes. They are launched into orbit and allow astronomers to study space without interference from the Earth's atmosphere. Space exploration. The USSR sent the first animal, a dog named Laika, into space on the Sputnik 2 mission in 1957. They were also responsible for sending the first person, Yuri Gagarin, into space to orbit the Earth in 1961. In 1969, the USA sent Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins into space. They completed a lunar orbit and moon landing on the Apollo 11 mission. Today, in space we have communications and weather satellites, as well as the International Space Station, where nations now share information and resources.